Hi, I'm Erin Mahalik and I'm the leader for CREST.BD. CREST.BD is a collaborative network of people who study psychosocial issues in bipolar disorder, and the team includes academics, clinicians or healthcare providers, and people who live with bipolar disorder themselves. In ancient history, a Delphi oracle was considered to be a very wise counsel. However, what we've come to recognize is that wise counsel more often comes from a collection of voices and a collection of opinions, rather than relying on the opinion of one single person. Delphi consultation methods give us a way in healthcare research of systematically looking at various opinions and various kinds of expertise as they relate to a particular health issue.
Hi, I'm Sarah Lapsley and I'm a peer researcher with the CREST.BD team, and I live with bipolar disorder. So self-management strategies are things people do for themselves in order to cope with or improve a health condition. For this study, we focused on self-management strategies that help maintain a balanced mood state or prevent progression into hypomania or mania. So the first step was to access a wide variety of sources to find as many self-management strategies for bipolar disorder as we could. We did an extensive review of the scientific literature, and we also looked at gray literature, so things like websites, blogs, podcasts, and books, things that aren't considered scientific sources, but they still might have some valuable insight into self-management strategies for bipolar disorder. This was a labor-intensive process that took our entire team, comprised of academics, peer researchers like myself who live with bipolar disorder, and student volunteers, many months. In the end, we had over 4,000 strategies. Of course, there were some that came up numerous times, so we took those out and categorized them, eventually whittling them down to several hundred, which we believe to be unique strategies. By this time, we knew we needed to ask the experts, you, to help us decide which strategies are most useful, which ones to discard, and which ones to keep. We're interested in hearing from two groups of respondents. First, healthcare providers, psychiatrists, counselors, psychologists, occupational therapists, nurses, people who work with clients who have bipolar disorder. And we also want to hear from people who have bipolar disorder and self-identify as living well, people with knowledge to share about strategies they use to stay well.
Hi, I'm Stephen, a member of CREST.BD, and I helped design the online version of this survey. I just wanted to point out a couple things to you before you started the survey. Before you begin, you will be asked to complete a consent form. You can see from this example that you'll need to rate each strategy twice, once for how well you think it will work for keeping a balance in mood, and once for how well it will work for stopping progression into elevated moods. If there are any terms you're unfamiliar with, there will be a glossary you can check at any point in time. The entire survey will take about 45 minutes to an hour to complete, and you can save your progress and come back at any time to complete it. At the end of the survey, you're going to be asked to complete a demographic form. Do note that the online survey tool that you're using is highly secure, and that any information you provide to CREST will remain confidential.
Traditionally in science, academic expertise is given more weight than other types of expertise, such as that gained by people who live with conditions like bipolar disorder on a day-to-day basis, or that gained by clinicians or healthcare providers who work to support people with bipolar disorder every day. Now, this isn't to say that academic expertise or clinical expertise or lived experience expertise, that any one of them is more important than the other. We just think that a new way forward can be made by looking at all of these different types of knowledge together. Delphi methods do just this. So why would you participate in this survey? We think there are two really good reasons. First of all,
you could win one of two amazing prize packages, each with over $500 worth of books and resources about bipolar disorder.
But on a more serious note, we also really believe that Delphi methods give us the opportunity to think differently about what constitutes expertise in bipolar disorder. We believe that our results really will hold the potential to change the health and the quality of life of people who are living with bipolar disorder.
Join us!
And share your expertise on bipolar disorder.